Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for Kotobukiya's second entry to the small kit line. And we have the WISM Soldier, Snipe, and Grapple. Now this is a small kit again that you have to build. I already reviewed the first one, and this kind of piqued my interest since I'm really getting into the frame arms girl. And also, among other things, I mean, even before that, you have the Kankali, and even way before that, you have the Busoshinki. So it's been around, the contest is there, but it's nice that they're making more kits for this particular genre. And yeah, Snipe and Grapple, quite nice. And again, for what we see on the first kit, we have to pick one. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it here. You have to pick one. There's a choice. Which is unfortunate, but maybe a good thing. But we'll see. Maybe they'll give us a blister pack later on where we can use that. It's just like the body to make the second girl. This retails about 4,800 yen, about $50, give or take. Got mine from Amiami. So that's pretty much it for the box. Let's take a look inside. Alright, so we have the booklet there. But first off, we have the water slide decals here, which is quite a lot, which is nice. But all of them are pre-decaled. Just in case you want to repaint the face or something happens, we got this. So it's nice of them to give you that option. And, among other things, you get a lot of these faces. You get 3 for each one. Here's the booklet. It gives you a bit of instructions. Here we go. So it's quite a bit because each section there is like an option to pick which way you want to go for. Yeah. Could be a good thing, could be a bad, but definitely there's a lot of ways to customize your soldier. Yeah, it's quite a bit. And this is where we can add the water slide decals. Alright, so anyways, that's it for the booklet. Just gonna quickly go over that. Alright, so I just a Catgirl. It's a little different. She has a darker skin tone than the other one, which is this particular. And for the most part, you're gonna get the same pieces. Again, you have to choose which one you want to build. But just to show that this is the face right here. Quite nice. And you can swap it out. I mean, it's gonna look weird with a different skin tone. There we go. And you have this articulation on the hair. I would do it in terms of swapping it out, but it takes a little long. And it's just kind of like the same thing as the first review, so I'm not gonna go over that. I think the only difficulty that I had is switching out the neck piece here, which you have to move the shoulder forward, and you have to detach this. Just the way it's connected, and there's like a rectangular peg inside that has a good grip, which is good because you don't want that thing to pop off. Yeah, it's just a bit problematic taking that out. Other than that, moving on, we do have this base here, similar to Frame Arms Girl. It works for the base kit, not so much when you have the fully loaded Frame Arms. Something tells me that they're gonna have like an appearance on the anime. Yeah, the Frame Arms Girl anime is going on right now. It's going good. I like it. Alright, getting back to this, let's go over articulation. So you get the neck here. You can look down, which is quite nice. You have this little ponytail here on the back. It is on a ball joint. You can even just remove it if you don't want it. So it's quite nice that they have that. I wonder if you can put it here. You can probably, yeah, it's like a little tail. And you can even move this side to side like this. Oh, there we go. It does look a bit odd. There's actually a separate neck joint that's provided here, and this is a little shorter, I think. Yep, it's a little shorter. So we have that option if we want to swap it out. Other than that, you have your shoulder joint. This has a tendency to pop off in a certain angle, but it does hold. So that's good. You get your bicep swivel right here, and you get this pivot. You can move the shoulder forward quite a bit, which is quite nice on certain posts that you want to go for. There we go. What else we got here? You get the single joint elbow, which is great, because here it looks, yeah, it looks good, but when you bend it, you're getting quite a bit. Probably about 120 degrees. Yeah, a little bit more than your typical one for a single joint, and that's great. I like that with only a single joint. So that's that. Now, as you can see, things does pop off. I mean, this is only held by a small peg there for the chest. I will glue this in place, but if you want to swap it out, you kind of want to. Yeah, well, you don't want to glue things in place unless you, for sure, you just want to stick with that. So you have this. It is on a ball joint as well for the torso, which gives you quite a bit of good rotation there. Now, there's a bit of a difference between the design on this one as opposed to the frame arms girl. This one, I think it's a bit better in terms of, and it's kind of odd to say this, but the chest area, it seems normal. This is a little bit more normal than the frame arms girl, where it's a bit drooping down. I mean, this is the 1-to-1 scale. They're not really based off a human person. That's, you know, they're kind of like a robot or android, so a little different. Moving on, you have this waist movement here. You can move back and forth, which is nice. You don't really have rotation here. It's more so on the torso here. Then you get your waist or towards the legs. So good split. And I've been asked on my first review regarding that T-joint there. People are kind of afraid of that it'll break. I have no issues so far. And I'm just showing you this is the swappable piece to put on the armor. Yeah, no issues. Even then, I mean, you got an extra. You got your thigh swivel there. You got your knee bend. That's double jointed, and that does look nice. I like it when it's double jointed and the joint, knee or elbow, is pointed. I'm not a fan when you do this bend and it's like a flush. It's like it's flat. It doesn't make sense. So this is slightly pointed and it is nice. Then you got your ankle joint here, which you can tilt to the side a little bit. It is pegged this way, so you get that angle, which is good. And you got your toe joint right there. That's it. The cat ears kind of stays in place. I don't think you can move it. It's actually molded to the piece of the hair. Yep. Right. So moving on, we can start swapping out the accessories. Oh, almost forgot the hands. I typically don't go over as much because you can find online pictures, but here's the other hands that it comes with. It's pretty much the same. You get a trigger finger hand, although the index finger is straight. Then you got your relaxed hands. You have something to hold some weapons or some accessories, and you have this other open hands right here too. Similarly, once we have the armor, it's a little different. This one has a connected bolt joints on it, as opposed to having the wrist joint. Hopefully in the future they will swap out to that. Actually, take that back. There is a problem with this joint here. Even though it's nice, especially for this particular design here, it does have a tendency to pop off. Yeah, and when there's a ridge right there, that's where you connect to the hand, and where the smooth part is. See if I can take this out here. And be careful as you take it out. I had a tendency before where I tried to pull this out and it flung across the room. Yeah, not good. So the smooth side goes to the forearm. Now what I find, make sure you connect this to the hand first. Make sure it's all the way in there and just kind of put it on. Here, there we go. And that should hold it. Because what's been happening is like this one, well, you can kind of pop it up easily. This thing is all the way on the forearm, and the way they've designed this wrist area, the top part here, it's in that angle, the curvature. So it's hitting the curvature of the hand as well. So you're not getting a good fit. I mean, it will stay there, but it doesn't seem to be a good holding. And if you put it this way, that's a better hold. Yeah, this should have just made the wrist a little longer. But to fix that, and that's just what happened. I just lost the... Oh boy. I think I have a spare one here. Yep, I got more spares here, like 2 more, just in case you lose it. Let me go find that. It'll bug me. Alright, so again, put this on first. I mean, you could technically just swap it out this way. Maybe that'll work too. Let's see if that does work. Put this on here. So the one with the ridge is here. And that's probably a better way of doing it. To swap it out. So, whatever works for you. Alright, and I think we're ready to swap out the armor. Now I'm still deciding if I should do the transformation now as well, like I did before. Why not? Let's just do that. Gonna show you my frustration and make this video a little bit longer than it's supposed to. Alright, so let's start with the head here. Actually, the head, to swap out the face, let's see here. Pop out this, there we go. Take this out. We have this particular face as well. It's kind of like the serious look. Otherwise, there's the shouting one right here, and I think it's a bit different than the other one, because we got just the neutral face here, and then you get the embarrassed one. Then you also have this one here where she might be smiling. So a little bit different, but I think I'll just go with this one. The more excited face. We'll stick with that. We'll put this here because we need to swap. For this one, let's go ahead and detach the arms. Same thing here. This too. We have to remove this. And I always find it a little difficult to do, to be honest. It's just the way it's connected. Let me see if I can free. There we go. So I guess you kind of wiggle it side to side like this, left and right, then it'll pop off. But if you can't detach, just unassemble the torso area. We're gonna plug this in. There we go. Put this back. Now we have the arms, which I have here. I've kind of attached the claw here. And put this on. There we go. Here. Now this thing is actually an add-on, I think. Can't remember, but yeah, this is an add-on. Alright, what else we got here? Then you get your chest. I still find this chest design, or this thing, a little bit odd. Does remind me of what is that one? Dead Space, I think. Let's see. Moving on. Well, let's set this aside. We're gonna work on this bottom part here. We're gonna pop off the legs here. You know, just take your time, wiggle that out. Now here we have to disassemble this. I kinda wish it just slides off. No, you can't, because it's the T-joint. So you have to disassemble it or pry it out. I think I just cut my nails. There we go. Maybe that's a little easier doing it that way. There we go. And it's one of those you want to take your time because you don't want to break those pegs. Alright, got that out. We're going to remove this plate here. There we go. And we're going to detach this. Kind of like similar to the neck area. It's kind of interesting how they did that. Alright, so we're going to attach this. There we go. I think I did it wrong. Alright, there we go. Now, there is a... Should have just laid out everything here. I'm missing the piece that goes here. Let me find that. Alright, I found it. So it's right here. So let me just align that. There we go. Then put back the lower section. Now for the legs, we're gonna detach the top part here. We're gonna attach, where did I put those? This ones. And you're gonna make sure you get the butt area correctly. Now, that's another thing I want to point out. When you're building this section here, there is a tendency that you might put it the wrong way. You can kind of see this, the butt area here is a bit longer, and the peg inside on that joint is actually a little bit longer. So if by chance you flip it over, this is not gonna seal, or you'll see the seam line more prominent. So you make sure you put it in the right way. Yep, as it should. So we're just gonna do a swap out. We're gonna change out the feet as well. We can keep it with this, but they have like the special shoe kind of thing, which has the claw gripping thing. I still find that a little odd. Anyways, let's put this on. I disassembled that. I'm not sure what happened there, but there we go. Alright. Go ahead and reattach this. Same thing here. I'm hoping I did it right. Yeah, I think that is right. Alright. I'll put this on, and we can put her back here. Now, you can keep this, or you have the helmet right here. Now, this one is a little different. You have an option to put this white face. Can't remember if the first one comes with this, because I remember having it with the black, but not with the white. So you have this option. So we'll just swap this out here. And you have an option, if you want to do it, with the cat ears. Gotta have the cat ears. You can attach this to this side here, as well as to, there's another one here as well. Yep, I think that's the way to go if you want to add the cat ears. Now there is a lot of this, like the patch, depending on the rank. There's a bunch of them. And even this little connector tabs here and there. And you can put it on the shoulder, onto the leg, to the front, the back. There's a lot of those pegs, which is nice. Other than that, there is also this antenna that we can use. It's kind of interesting. But we have to detach the cat ears. And I'm hoping it's gonna go in. There we go. So you can do that too, or you can put it in the back, whichever way you want. So for Grapple, actually, let's go with cat ears here. She has this amazing claws, really nice detail. And this is a straight peg. You also have, let's see here, two sets of another pair of hands. There's actually three. There's a closed fist and there's one where you can hold the weapon of some sort. So quite nice. Oh, that's what those are for. So this wrist joint here, the straight peg, that's what you have spares. And that's one thing I really like about this, what they've been doing with Kotobukiya. They give you a lot of the spare wrist joints, the joints that could fail. They give you extras, so that's really nice. So just a closed fist. Now I think this is double jointed. Yep, and this is what I'm saying. It's flat. I'm not a fan of that. So not sure what happened here. What way they went with flat? Maybe it's an older design. Yeah. Alright, that wrist joint just popped off. I like this one too. Yep. So that's that. Otherwise, let's see. We can just attach the normal. Let me just show that. The joint. Some people don't like this. The hands with the joint, because that does wear off quite a bit. And if you have the older frame arms girl, I think that is the issue. This does wear off quite a bit, but so far I didn't have really much problem. Maybe you got improved. So you have that, but let's see what else. I think that's it. Now let's go over the weapons. Alright, so for the weapons, let's see here. There's quite a bit of them. Alright, so this is the base part of the gun. So you put the hands there. There is a locking mechanism here. Actually, it is a peg. You cannot rotate that. This goes on the wrist joint, which is good. Keeps it in place. It is a bit blocky. In terms of design, not much in there, unfortunately. But there is an option to attach this, and it becomes a flamethrower. And I think this is detachable. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. There's only one canister though, but definitely you can have this somewhere else, or before she puts it on. Quite interesting. Otherwise, since this is a sniper, you can swap out with this. Now I'm assuming this side here is for the kind of like the not a tripod, but like the stand, so you can set it. I don't think they're provided, but you know, there's a lot of parts here that we can probably make use for this. So it does make it look like a sniper rifle. And let's just put this on here. So already swap out the hand. Jeez. It's one of those. Okay. That wasn't so bad. Alright, we're gonna put this on here, and this thing will lock it in place. There we go. It's just a better, secure way of doing it. And yeah, she can hold it up without much problem. Except for that joint that pop off. Alright, and I just have the other hand here to hold this. Yeah, quite nice. I like it. Or we just detach it. Just becomes a rifle, submachine gun. Oops. Need to have a better connection with that shoulder joint. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. I went over all the accessories and gimmicks. Oh yeah, almost forgot. You still have this. This kind of like the booster backpack thing that's added. I mean, this is for accessories. You can put all your Kotobukiya add-ons from the MSG weapon sets. Yeah, definitely it's gonna be useful. Yeah, a really nice kit. Alright, to summarize and kind of give my thoughts about this particular kit, it's really nice. Everything works out for the most part. I mean, I still have a few things with the wrist, the shoulder joint popping off, but it can hold a pose, which is good. Now, this is a Koto kit that does not require any super glue or hobby cement, unlike the Zoids or the Armor Core that they had before. So that's a really good, and plus you're getting quite a bit of extra stuff in terms of the wrist joints, the shoulder, and among other things. So definitely, if something happens, you're covered. Unless, you know, it's some major part of the kit. Yeah, and it's really nice. Overall, I'm really happy for this mold kit line. I'm hoping that they'll make more, which they are. And they'll get my continued support on it. Anyways, that's about it for this review. If you got questions, let me know. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.